Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows and KOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you get?
I received a text message saying that my Steve-O order was shipped.
Oh, what did you order?
I ordered his book from his website. It's not a new book.
Oh, it's not new?
No, he wrote it. It was published in like 2012.
Oh.
But it's his memoirs.
Oh. I'd like to hear those.
And
I bet they're as good as Ozzy Osbourne.
The reviews are amazing on this.
Okay.
Like, absolutely amazing.
I want to read it.
It said even if you're not a fan of Steve-O, not a fan of Jackass, like, you need to read this book.
I am a fan of both.
Me too. And I just think that he seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
We watch his YouTube videos.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And he
tells
a lot
man.
of stories.
He's a changed man.
Sort of.
I mean, like...
Not completely.
No.
But he's grown up.
His coolest story was like when he met Motley Crue and when he called all the hotels.
I don't know that I've heard that story.
Oh, it's awesome. You got to look it up. Go on YouTube. Look it up.
Yeah. Is it on his
story?
Yeah.
And I think he was being interviewed. I think it was like an interview.
Yep.
And, like he called all these hotels looking for their manager and he knew the manager's name, like that he used.
Right.
Right. So he called all these hotels and finally they were like, yeah, he's right here. And it was like Vince Neil. They answered the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Something crazy.
That's crazy.
That might not be right, but he ended up meeting them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He told the story, or we watched a video about how he became a clown.
Oh.
And it was really interesting.
He became a clown.
Yeah, like he went to clown college.
I was just going to ask if he went to clown college.
He did. Because it was free.
That's amazing.
So that's how he decided to go to clown college. And like, they had auditions and only 33 people get in every year. And he got in.
No way.
Yeah.
And like, it's free and they provide you with your meals and everything?
I guess. They have
amazing.
like housing and stuff.
That's amazing.
And he didn't get a job after he graduated. He wasn't like brought on to like, it's Ringling Brothers.
Okay.
But he went and worked for Royal Caribbean Cruise Line.
No way!
Yeah, and then he was fired.
Oh, no.
But
Why?
it was a really interesting video because he had all these like crazy like ideas and stunts and things that he wanted to do. And the other clowns, like, the other people in like that department were like, we're going to do this instead.
Yeah.
So then when it came time for like contracts, apparently all the other people were like, if you extend Steve-O's contract or Steven's contract, we're not going to come back. So
just because he was a cool clown,
right.
he'd probably be the only kind of clown that I'd like.
He had like clips and stuff from like when he was on the ship, and it was a really interesting video.
That's so cool.
Everybody should check out Steve-O's YouTube page.
That's exciting
because it's really good, and also the story about his teeth.
Oh,
he's had like 4 sets of teeth.
Has he really?
Yes.
I've always loved his teeth.
Yeah.
I always thought he had like awesome teeth.
He has a great smile.
Yeah.
Like he has a very like animated smile. And his teeth are huge.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I have big teeth myself.
Yeah.
But so he's had like several sets of teeth.
Speaking of teeth, did you see that TikTok that I sent you about Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Did you never notice that before?
I never knew that he had one center tooth.
Well, I mean, his teeth are off center.
Like really off center.
Yeah. You've never noticed that?
No.
I think I've noticed that my whole life. And I don't even think that his teeth are like, I think he has like
the one
veneers,
picture that they got though, like it looked like it was like right in the dead
like that
center.
was like he had one tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw that and I was like, oh, wow, like she's never noticed that.
No, never. I love TikTok.
I sometimes do. You know what I love about it?
What?
I will come across something every once in a while. There's a lot that I think is stupid and I just scroll through.
Me too.
But every once in a while I come across something and it will make me laugh way harder than it should.
Well, it's becoming Vine is what it is. It really is becoming. So anyway, TikTok.
Yeah.
Love it. Love TikTok. And
it's one of those things like I'll scroll through and then all of a sudden it's an hour later.
I know.
Like,
but it gets me laughing so bad. Like
some of them really do.
Like some of them are just dumb. And like you just whatever, you just go through them.
Right.
But then some of them are just like, oh my gosh, seriously, oh my gosh, what in the world? Like you're a genius, and you make me laugh.
And there's like I don't know, there's some people on there that just make me happy.
Yeah.
That are like just happy people.
Yeah.
And like that woman that does the dances, she has the really short hair. Like she just seems like a really nice person.
Oh, I like her.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like she did a video and she was like, some people were commenting saying like, you should stop making videos.
No.
And I don't. She's like, you know what? Make TikTok what you want it. Do this, and hit ignore. And you won't see me anymore.
Right.
Like, and I liked how she had a good attitude about it.
She's wasn't always smiling.
Yes, she is. She wasn't like demeaning to these people who were demeaning to her.
When I first saw her, because I followed because I love people who are like that. Like they just come at you and they're just like a ray of sunshine.
Yes, light.
I wish I could be like that.
Me too.
But unfortunately,
I am not.
It's not in the cards for me.
I'm not that. I am not that, and I will never be that, and that's okay.
But I like that woman, yes.
I'm so glad there are people in this world that are like that.
Yeah. And we might put some stuff on our TikTok someday. I know Brody's going to start a TikTok.
I uploaded Sadie.
You did?
Bella and Sadie, yeah.
Oh. Did it get any likes?
Nobody has seen it.
Oh, well,
I need to send it to you.
You have to put hashtag for you, so it goes on the for you page.
I put hashtag FYP.
Oh, okay. That's what,
And I did hashtag cats of TikTok and hashtag cats.
Oh.
And hashtag whatever the thing was.
Okay, so what's your name on TikTok?
It's Brooke MSCW.
Okay, so go find Brooke MSCW
on TikTok.
And you can find me, Bangor Nikki, on TikTok. And you can find my so-called whatever.
Yes!
On TikTok.
Maybe I'll do things on my so-called whatever TikTok.
Oh, you should. And then maybe I'll put Brody on my so-called whatever.
Yeah, perfect.
And it will be like a combined TikTok.
Yeah.
Of our kids. It
That'll
will be like
like our lives.
It will be like a multi-family TikTok.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
Oh, fun for us anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Brody just wants to do the Louboutins. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
His idea.
I don't remember his idea.
He wanted to put noodles on his feet, and he wanted to walk around in his Louboutins.
Oh my gosh.
And he wanted to like try to walk in the water, and then he'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa!"
Yep.
Can't do it. Oh, speaking of this,
yeah,
I just made a gesture with my arms flailing in the air.
Yeah.
Guess what we saw today?
What?
We saw you standing outside a mattress firm.
Me?
On Hogan Road. Yeah.
Oh, me at the concert. Nikki.
Concert Nikki. One of those like things that blow up. Those guys, those noodle guys that are like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
You were like, there she is.
Yep.
In her rarest form.
We sat at Sweet Frog and looked out the window and watched Nikki do her thing.
Hey,
on the side of the road.
You do you.
Oh, today when I had my lashes done.
Yeah.
The chair. This place is really comfortable, by the way.
Marilyn Monroe spas.
Yes.
Do you guys have one of those where you're at?
It's like a chain.
Yeah. It's like new in Bangor.
Yeah. And it's really nice inside, and they're all really nice that work there. But I went and had my eyelashes lifted, and the chair was so comfortable.
Really?
It was kind of like a dentist chair.
Ooh.
Like it moved up and down, and it like reclined back.
Hey.
But it was way more comfortable.
Yeah.
It was like ergonomic or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But And it had like down alternative, like fluffy comforter that you like cover up in. And
what?
It was so comfy. So anyway, she laid me down flat and kind of inverted maybe a little bit so she could do my lashes. And then I had to stay there.
Kind of like me at the orthodontist?
Yes.
Okay.
And then at the end, when I was all done, she brought the chair back up. And as it came back up, I'm not kidding, my back cracked like 8 times.
What?
In like 8 different places. And it felt amazing.
What?
Like my back hasn't hurt tonight. I know that sounds weird. But like,
that's amazing.
Something about just laying like slightly inverted.
So what you're saying is that you can get like a chiropractic adjustment
sort of
in the Marilyn Monroe spa chairs.
In the chair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You can really dance.
So, I'm feeling really good tonight.
Good. That's great.
Thanks, Marilyn Monroe spas.
One other thing that I want to talk about before we jump into our topics is, can we talk about Visco girls for a second?
So I think I'm a Visco girl.
Yeah.
Because you know why?
Why?
I mean, you know I live and die by scrunchies.
Yeah.
And I have, in my opinion, they've never gone out.
Right.
They never went out.
No, we always wore them.
And
it didn't matter.
I wear them on a daily basis, actually. I wear one to work every morning.
You bought those?
I take it out about 10.
You bought those for me 10 years ago?
Many moons ago.
And the goodie ones, the waffle ones.
Yes, the waffle ones.
And I still have them. See?
Those are the bomb.com. They're so comfortable.
Yep.
And I just love them. They're great.
Yeah.
But at work, I have a Hydro Flask.
What?
I didn't realize that the bottle I have at work is Hydro Flask. And I oop. Like I didn't realize it.
Wow.
So
where's your shell necklace?
My puka shell necklace?
Well, okay. So puka shell necklace to me is like a shell it's like the crushed shells. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like a puka shell necklace to me.
Okay.
But they like wear, but I guess it's still called the puka shell necklace.
That's what it is to me. Like the shells. Like on like a leather band or something.
But like the man's one, it's called puka shell too.
Yes. Well, and that's what I picture
the
as
one
the
Brody got. The one that Brody got.
I think that's perfect.
And he's so excited. And he told me that he went to his friend's house and one of the older kids that was there was wearing one. So he's excited to wear. Do you know I bought him all like button up shirts? Because he goes to a private school, so they have to wear like
dress code-ish.
So I bought him all like Hawaiian shirts.
You told me that. I love that.
I'm very excited.
I think that's fun.
I will post pictures on MSCW Nikki and you will see them for his first day of school. But anyway, so Bryn is all about the Visco girl trend. I got her a bigger Ron John t-shirt.
Yeah, awesome.
Goes like, she was very excited because I got her a man's one.
Yep.
I got her a men's one. So it goes, because like
man's
a women's one for her, it would be a belly shirt.
Yeah, it would be too short
because she has the longest torso.
Right.
So anyway, got her a Ron John t-shirt. She has a Hydro Flask.
Yeah.
What else? She won't get the shell necklace though. I'm like, you need the shell necklace. Let me buy you the shell necklace.
She doesn't want it.
Nope. She has
scrunchies.
She doesn't like scrunchies though.
What does she use in her hair? Elastics?
I know. I'm like, Bryn,
why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Why? Why?
Maybe she just needs the right scrunchie.
Why?
That's like that thing.
It's from TikTok.
Yeah.
I live and breathe TikTok lately. So anyway, yeah. All these Visco girls coming out
of the woodwork.
They actually look like girls that just came out of like 1993, to be honest.
I was just going to say 93.
Yeah, because we were doing the same thing, wearing short shorts with long shirts.
Yep.
And
scrunchies.
The only thing we didn't have were Hydro Flasks, and I did not wear a shell necklace. But I probably would have if it was offered to me.
But we wore beaded necklaces, which was like what we had.
And we wore leather. I had a leather necklace.
Yep. Like choker
remember that leather awesome necklace I had that had the sun and moon on it?
Yes.
It was awesome. Celestial. It was so cool because I was into the celestial beings. You know, those stars and moons.
Oh my gosh.
So speaking about the 90s.
This is our 80s and 90s episode.
This is our 80s.
We have a great topic.
We do.
And
thanks to all of you guys for giving us some topics on Instagram. Keep them coming.
Yeah, please keep them coming.
Yeah.
We can always use some inspiration.
And we're getting some good stories. A couple people sent us messages that they've got stories to tell.
80s and 90s stories?
80s and 90s related celebrity sightings. Oh, yeah.
I'm all about that.
I'm all about that.
I love that.
Yes.
Like, I'm pumped for that.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
So, let's intro.
Okay.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
And as we said, it's our 80s and 90s episode.
It is. Welcome to the 80s and 90s.
Welcome back in time.
Yeah.
Into the 90s.
Wait, we're going to take a trip back into time. What was that song?
I don't know.
It was, Don't Leave Me, Girl. It was Blackstreet.
Blackstreet?
Yeah. What we gonna do now is take a trip back into time.
Was it like a B-side or something?
Yeah, it was like, because I had the whole album and I loved it.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
So that would maybe be why.
Yeah.
Oh, so our topic tonight.
Yes.
We did a little bit of watching on Netflix.
Yeah, which this is gonna be like a 5-parter, I think. I think there's 5 episodes.
I didn't see how many episodes there were.
Yeah.
But we'll just do these from time to time.
Yeah.
So CNN has a series.
Right.
The 90s.
Right. Produced by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Well, he's one of the executive producers.
And then a couple other guys, I didn't recognize their name.
I did not.
But I did recognize Tom Hanks.
Yes, I did.
And I also liked his commentary.
Me too.
Because he's a national treasure.
And can we just say, I'm excited for the upcoming commentary from Lance Bass. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Lance Bass?
Very excited. That was a good break.
That was a great break.
We're like, this is just like old times.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Well, because we're recording at your house.
Yes, we're at my house.
We haven't been here for a while.
We got the window open, so if you hear some car noise, that would be why. And
excuse me.
Yeah.
But like, it's nice to be back.
It is. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
So, as we were saying,
we watched the CNN 90s special thing.
Season 1 and episode 1.
Episode 1. Right. And which was about TV.
The one about TV part 1.
Correct.
Yes.
Because I think there's 2 parts to the TV one.
Yeah. Well, of course, because they didn't even mention Friends, and this is called The One About TV.
Exactly.
So,
when this was first on CNN,
yeah,
like I remember watching it.
I did too. I saw
how long ago
a little
was
bit
it?
about Nirvana. It was when Brody was at camp, so it wasn't too long ago.
It wasn't. No, I just can't. I can't place it.
I know I was away. I was gone somewhere. We were in a hotel.
Yep.
And it was on the TV.
Yep.
They were talking about Kurt Cobain.
And I know it was before we got rid of cable.
Okay.
Because we have the Hulu TV, live TV thing now.
The Hulu.
Yeah, we have the Hulu.
Yep.
But I don't really watch it. I just record what I want to watch, and then that's it. I used to scroll through channels.
That's kind of what you did before, right?
I would scroll through channels and find things.
Oh.
So I don't really find things anymore. I have to know it's coming.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't need more TV in my life.
Hey, that's fine.
But but I would find cool things like this.
Yeah.
So
it was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it too. And
a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I was like, "Ooh, this is really cool."
I love things like this because it's like a retrospective.
Right. I loved the 80s one. I watched that whole thing.
I did too.
So,
I did too. That was good.
And the kids watched it with me, so it was neat.
Oh, that is neat. Yeah. That's fun. So it starts.
Yes. Goodbye to the 80s.
Yes. So it starts with the Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Yep.
December 31st, 1989.
Yes.
I remember where I was December 31st, 1989.
That's crazy.
Which I think we've talked about before on here, but we had a party at my house.
Yeah.
I was 9.
Oh.
And I remember watching MTV.
Yeah.
And the B-52s was on.
That's right. You did tell us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we didn't watch it the whole night.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch MTV because I was 9 and I was like, oh, I'm cool.
Yeah, I want to watch MTV.
Watch MTV.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block might be on there.
Hey, you never know.
I feel like they probably were on something.
Oh, probably.
But I don't remember that.
New Kids on the Block, if you're listening, what were you on?
What were you on? Somebody will tell us. They'll know.
Yeah. Yes, they will.
But yeah, so we had a party. It was shortly before my grandfather passed away.
Oh.
That was one of my last memories of him.
Yep.
And yeah, so that was that. But that's how the show started.
Yeah.
And it goes right into
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Did
you watch The Simpsons?
I did.
I did too. Loved them.
And it was kind of cool because it was something that we watched as a family because The Simpsons would be on.
Yep.
And then Married with Children would be on the same night.
Right.
So it was something like I never got to watch TV as a kid, like my own shows, really. Yep. And so that was something I could watch. Like I always got to watch The Simpsons because after The Simpsons was Married with Children.
Yep.
And my dad loved Married with Children.
Your dad loved it.
Oh, yes. He never missed an episode of Married with Children. Like
No?
he watched it all the time. Yeah.
We, I don't think we watched it as a family, but my brother and I watched The Simpsons and Married with Children.
We probably shouldn't have watched Married with Children as a family, but we did.
But it was funny.
Yeah.
And sometimes we watched it.
Oh, ow.
I wish they talked about that.
I bet they do in the second part.
And maybe they do in the second part. But, yeah, I was a huge fan of The Simpsons.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
It just kind of like normalized your life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because before that, like all the families were depicted as like the Waltons.
Like perfect.
The Cosby Show. Like,
right. That was like the clip that they had of George Bush.
Yes. He said, we need to make families more like the Waltons and less like the Simpsons.
Exactly. And
George H.W.
Oh, may he rest in peace.
R.I.P.
May he rest in peace.
Yes.
But I mean,
I forgot that he passed away.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. But I was a huge fan. I remember watching The Simpsons and thinking, even at a young age, like thinking like this is pretty groundbreaking.
Yes.
Like I knew it then. And people said it.
Right.
Like, they talked about it.
Right.
The Simpsons was a new thing. The Simpsons is still on, you guys. Like, obviously.
Brody, have I told you he's been binging since the spring?
I think you did tell me that.
I think, and he's been watching them backwards.
Oh, really?
And I think he's on season 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. We let him watch it because whatever. You know,
right.
Like, I know a lot of parents would probably be like, why are you letting your son watch The Simpsons? Because I watch The Simpsons. And
we watch The Simpsons now.
Guess what? Like, if he has questions, he asks them, and sometimes it makes for interesting discussions, but hey, whatever.
I will tell you, we watch The Simpsons. Like, we don't watch it every week. We don't follow it, but like, there's a lot of reruns on.
Yeah, yeah.
So many nights we eat dinner in the living room in front of the TV. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But that's what we do.
Yeah.
Some nights we eat at the table, some nights we eat in the living room.
Hey.
And The Simpsons, that's about around the time that there's a rerun on somewhere.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on because all three of us will watch it.
Same here. All of us will watch it.
And I know that Sadie's young, but things go way over her head.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, whatever. But we enjoy it.
But there's a lot of, like, really interesting things that they present you with. Like smart things.
Oh,
on
yeah.
The Simpsons. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
That I thought was pretty neat. So.
I used to it was in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I used to try to draw The Simpsons.
That's cool.
I was really good at Maggie. I was really good at Maggie.
I want to see it. I want you to draw it for me.
I couldn't draw it now.
Draw me like one of your French girls. Sorry.
Draw me like Maggie Simpson. And I was good at Santa's Little Helper.
Oh,
so I remember
Brooke.
drawing Maggie, That sounds stupid. 4 people?
That's nice.
So, that sounds really stupid.
No, it doesn't.
But it was something that I was good at, and I was really proud.
I used to draw my whatchamacallits to people. Remember those?
Yep.
My whatchamacallits.
Yep.
They were like it was like based off of that one character that I can't remember what the commercial was for. But it was like a head with like wavy hair.
Was it a whatchamacallit? No.
No.
What was it? I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
it was like
those were
almost
awesome.
like a stick figure, but a little bit more than a stick figure.
Yes.
Yeah. And I used to draw them all the
It was like a
time.
sketch.
Like they'd be skateboarding, playing tennis, playing basketball, dancing, doing yoga.
Not unlike the stickers you see on people's cars.
Yeah. I would just draw them all the time.
Yeah.
And like I would
cool.
draw people they would ask me to draw them as a whatchamacallit. So I was doing the same thing.
I think that's really cool, except for yours was not a copy of a Simpson.
That's more impressive.
But I could never do, like, I would try so hard to do Bart, and I could never get like the nose and mouth combo.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was a huge fan. I used to get like the books and stuff.
That's so cool. Do you still have them?
Probably somewhere. I don't know, but I found a YouTube, actually I think I posted it on our Facebook page. I found a YouTube video of somebody that has the Simpsons Family album.
Yes, and you said that you had that.
Yes,
yeah.
And they go through and they like go through the whole thing.
That's cool.
So it was really neat. It brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah, that's neat. I love it. You know what's funny is like we quote the Simpsons all the time. And like,
oh, you do?
Well, all of us do. I think like that's what they said on the show. Like we all do, and we don't even realize it. Like I always go,
you're right.
I always do it all the time.
I can't do that. My brother can.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't have the right tone.
I always do it, and Brody laughs.
Well, because it's funny.
And that's Nelson, if you didn't know. Wait, yeah, Nelson.
Yeah, it's Nelson.
Yeah. So, after the Simpsons intro, they talk about Twin Peaks.
I want to watch Twin
Me
Peaks.
too!
I've always wanted to watch Twin Peaks.
Me too.
And I've never watched Twin
Me either.
Peaks. And I feel like I need to watch Twin Peaks.
Yes.
I want to watch it this weekend. I would like to binge it. Where can we watch it?
I don't know, but I want to watch it.
I'm going to see if I can find it.
Okay, see if you can find it.
I always, even when it was on.
It just looks like something I'd be totally into.
Me too.
You know, like that's the kind of shit that I liked.
It just always seems so like interesting and like intriguing.
Yeah.
But at the time, like I was too young to watch.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was just like, it wasn't really for me.
Right. But Laura Flynn Boyle was in it. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guy, Kyle there.
No.
The guy.
From Northern Exposure?
No.
Oh, wait, no. Northern Exposure was a different.
No, I did watch Northern Exposure.
I love Northern Exposure.
I didn't watch it like regularly,
Well, I
but
couldn't
I did
understand.
watch it.
They were showing Twin Peaks, and all of a sudden they showed a clip from Northern Exposure, and I was like, "Wait, is this guy from Northern Exposure in Twin Peaks?"
Yeah, no, that I know exactly what the clip you're talking
I'm
about.
like, that was kind of out of place,
And I was like, that doesn't fit, but okay.
but I love Northern Exposure.
I did like Northern Exposure. Again,
Yeah.
I didn't follow it and like watch it, but I feel like it was on after something that I would continue and I'd watch it
Yeah.
just because it was on.
Yeah.
Like sitting in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I remember that. But we need to watch Twin Peaks.
And there's still only 2 seasons, I think.
which makes it very easy to watch, like
Yeah.
bingeable.
91 is when it came out.
Didn't they
redid Twin Peaks. I feel like they brought it back.
They did, like fairly
And
recently.
I feel like I watched an episode.
I did
but I
not.
didn't understand. I was just like, I
Right,
need to watch.
because-
I'm one
right.
of those people that I can't watch the second movie if I haven't seen the first one.
That
And I get
is
really like
me.
irritated.
Except for Mannequin 2.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched Mannequin 2 without watching Mannequin 1, which is why Mannequin 2 is my favorite of the 2.
There you go. Can we talk about Cop Rock?
So on my note, it says, Cop Rock, LOL.
Mine says Cop Rock, WTF.
I liked listening to Stephen Boschko, I can't say his name,
Yeah.
talk about how he thought that this was a great idea.
It was going to be like groundbreaking.
Yes, this has never been done before.
Right.
This is going to be incredible.
Sure hadn't.
And Nope.
No.
Didn't work.
No, but his next attempt, which was NYPD Blue, right?
Right.
Was like
amazing.
Groundbreaking.
Edgy.
David Caruso,
how you doing? Say, okay, I
burn,
had that
baby,
there.
burn.
I said, and can we talk about David Caruso?
Oh, he was how.
He was like...
I love him in CSI. Like, that's like the one CSI Miami. I watched it strictly for David Caruso.
Really?
Yes.
See,
and there's this one scene where he takes his glasses and he puts them down and there's a big explosion. He goes, burn, baby, burn. If you guys watched it, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying. No, he was cool.
Yeah.
But I knew like that was cool. Like that was a groundbreaking show.
Yeah.
They talked about it. Like there was a lot of press around it.
Right. There were a lot of protests. I guess like there was an advertising boycott. That's scandalous.
Yeah, they're not supposed to say asshole
no,
on TV.
He kept saying asshole. I was like, whoa.
Yes, like that. That's not how that's supposed to work.
That was pretty cool.
It was cool. I mean, it was different.
Yeah.
Like, who'da thunk?
Right. And then there was that other show, Homicide, Life on the Street.
Okay.
Are you going to say what I'm going to say?
I don't know.
About the guy from, crap. I lost it. It's the show there. It's a cop show, but it's a comedy. And it's on now. Well,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes. It's the captain from Brooklyn Nine-Nine was on.
Oh, really?
Yes. Homicide, Life on the Street.
So I never watched that show.
No, me either.
But the name I always thought was weird.
I don't even remember it.
The only reason I remember is because it was Homicide, Life on the Street. Like,
I'm going to live on the street and there's going to be homicides everywhere.
Like, I just remember that name. But I never watched the show. But it was like, they were talking about how those shows kind of shaped the cop shows of to come.
And it's the truth.
Absolutely.
It really is. I mean, especially NYPD Blue, because I mean, then after NYPD Blue came Law and Order. And let me tell you, I am a big fan of Law and Order. Boom, boom.
What I like about Law and Order is I can watch an episode.
Yep.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
And totally feel like I've gotten
That's exactly right.
My viewing's worth.
And I can't remember my favorite two agents. It's a male and a female, and he's like a big, tall dude, big dude. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
I love him, and I love him as an actor. And why can't I think of his name? But they were my favorite, like, time. Of Law and Order.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Law and Order. I've seen like
I think it was SVU. No, I like that Ice Cube. Nope, Ice-T.
Ice-T. Yeah. And Jerry Orbach.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Dirty Dancing.
I love him.
Yes.
He just reminds me of like a good dad because of Dirty Dancing.
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
Yes. How you doing? He's my favorite.
Yeah, I haven't watched it enough.
Yep.
But again, it's one of those shows. I feel like I'll watch it if I'm somewhere like a hotel or
so
something.
many famous people. So many famous people.
So many famous people.
Like tons and tons of famous people.
And like even like not famous people.
Yeah.
Like Justine was on an episode.
She was?
Yes.
You know who I think was on an episode?
Who?
No, I know who he was on an episode. Shane McDermott. Wasn't he on Law and Order?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I feel like he would have been.
Yeah. I feel like when we were looking up the stuff, like I feel like he was on Law and Order and he played like a bad dude.
A bad dude.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah. And can we talk about what's her name?
Reba the Mail Lady?
Wait, what?
Oh.
No, I wasn't going there yet.
Oh.
But I was talking about Jennifer Garner.
Like,
she looks the same. What in the world?
She still looks like she's like 18.
Yep.
Always.
Crazy. It's craziness.
Love her.
Yes, me too.
I absolutely love her.
Yes.
There was a day, she used to bother me. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Like, she used to bug me.
Yep.
And then, I don't know. One day I was like, why does she bug me? I love her. Like, she just seems like such a likable, kind person.
Yeah.
It might have been when she read the book. Go the fuck to sleep.
Oh. And then you were like, I like her?
I was like, oh. She like doesn't take herself too seriously.
No. She's great.
She's like fun.
Yeah.
And then I realized the mistake I had made.
Yes. Reba the mail lady.
So Reba the mail lady.
Yes.
I don't know her as anything other than Reba the mail lady. I've seen her in other things. She'll always be Reba the mail lady to me.
Who is she?
From Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh.
She was in Law and Order, and they showed her. Like, I don't think I knew she was in Law and Order, but they showed her in like one of the clips. And that's what I wrote down.
Oh, was she the one that was talking to...
Reba the mail lady.
Was she talking to the dude and she was like, this is what's going to happen?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what she said.
She was like a DA. Or assistant district attorney.
Oh, I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know. But I do know that she was on Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Cool.
And anyone that was on Pee-wee's Playhouse is cool by me.
Cool in my book.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to let you talk about the next one.
About ER?
Yeah, because you watched a lot of ER. I did not.
ER premiered the same night as Friends.
Oh, hey.
ER.
I remember that night because I watched both of them.
Me too. And I feel like we've talked about this.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't stick around for but it was like a big deal. Like this was going to premiere like these two huge shows.
Yes.
And like I watched both of them.
It was like a premiere night.
Right.
And
I very vividly remember watching ER, the very first one.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Edwards was in it.
Yep.
And I was like, that's Goose!
He's amazing. They're all amazing.
He was in the first episode though, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But he, like the whole show, like the show was amazing. And I knew, again, it was one of those shows that they like talked about a lot.
Right.
It was like hyped up.
Yeah.
But it was like it deserved
Hello,
the hype.
George Clooney.
How you doing?
Hey.
With that like Caesar haircut.
Hey, it looked good on you.
That was like, and all the guys went and got the haircut.
Yeah, they did.
It was just how things go.
It really was.
Girls were getting the Rachel.
Yep.
And boys were getting the George Clooney.
That's correct.
And I was there for it.
Yeah, we were there. We were like front row and center.
Yep.
We bought the tickets.
Give
we
me
went
all
to the
George
show.
Clooney.
Yeah.
And give me a Rachel while you're at it.
Yeah.
Because I would like that.
I never had the Rachel because layers on me.
Well, your hair texture
always makes me look like the little Dutch boy.
You didn't. Well, yeah, little Dutch boy.
Yeah.
I love. Can we please share that picture sometime?
Sometime we will.
And say this is Nikki as a little Dutch boy.
Yes, and I do.
This is Nikki
you guys
back when she was a little Dutch boy.
You guys will be like, oh yeah, she looks just like the one on the paint can, just like it.
It really did.
Yeah. Oh,
I love it. But no, ER was a great show.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful show.
Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking at times.
Yeah.
Because it was like real.
Right. And
I mean,
they like use medical terms and everything.
Throwing them out left and right.
Yeah.
Don't know what any of it means.
Scalpel.
But
Oh, crap. I don't know.
Scalpel. But it was a good show. So
yeah,
there's that. And it went on for a long time.
Yeah, it did.
And I kind of stopped watching for a while, and then I started up again at the end.
I started up again at the end. I did watch it towards the end.
Yeah.
But I didn't, I watched maybe the first few episodes.
Yeah.
And then I didn't watch it. Same with Friends. I think I watched one episode of Friends, and that's it.
Oh my God.
It must have just been on a time that, was on the same time as my parents' show or something, and they didn't want to watch it.
Probably. They eventually moved it to Thursday night.
Maybe my mom was watching Designing Women on Lifetime, and it was a conflict.
Designing Women, that was not mentioned in this episode at all, but I just need to shout out Designing Women.
Yes.
Was an amazing show.
Yes, it was.
I would beg my mom to stay up to watch Designing Women.
My mom loved Designing Women.
Monday nights at 9:30.
There you go.
Mom, please, can I stay up and watch Designing Women? My bedtime was 9:30.
Yes.
Every once in a while she'd let me, and I'd
What did they do? Were they interior designers?
They were.
Okay.
Yep.
I never got that.
Really?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. I just love that
There's a lot
show.
that went over my head. A lot. Till I got older.
And you figured it out.
Yeah.
Put the pieces together.
Right.
So then
they start talking about Cheers.
So Cheers to me, And I understand why they were talking about it.
Right.
But to me, it's very 80s.
It's very 80s. And I understand because it was like the end of an era. Like, it ended. Like, Cheers ended. And I remember watching that with my parents. We watched the episode.
I did too. I remember watching it. And I wasn't, like, Cheers wasn't unfamiliar to me. We watched it. Like, my dad watched it, I guess.
I would watch it when there was nothing else on or when it was in syndication.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, we watched it enough. And, like, we had gone to Cheers in Boston and stuff.
I've never been.
I just went, like, well, I guess it was about a year ago was the last time I went.
Fun.
Just because we needed lunch and it was there.
Hey.
But
wait a second. I have been to Cheers in Boston. You and I went to Cheers in Boston.
We did?
I feel like we did. I think because we needed something to eat. You just said that.
Yeah.
And we just went there. But
I don't know.
I don't remember it well, but it was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe NSYNC days.
Oh, maybe because it would have had to have been about that long ago. But yeah, but I think at the time it had been like the longest running TV show, like sitcom type show, like primetime show, I think.
Right.
But 11 seasons, that would make sense.
Yeah. And then it spun off to Frasier.
I loved Frasier.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it then.
My dad loved the dog. Eddie.
Oh,
right?
Eddie. Yeah, I think his name was Eddie.
Yeah. I loved the old man, his dad.
Oh, yeah. He just passed away recently-ish.
Yeah. I watched it again. It was one of those things like I'd watch it when it was, because my dad would watch it.
Right.
Because he loved Cheers.
So.
Cheers was a very dad show.
Cheers was a very dad show. Yeah. Like my dad watched it.
Yeah. And I love Ted Danson. How are you doing?
How you doing, Ted
I always
Danson?
Was like.
Oh, me too.
As a young girl.
Me
I was
too.
like, Ted Danson.
3 Men and a Baby?
Yes.
How you doing, Ted Danson?
You were hiding drugs.
But.
And 3 Men and a Baby, right?
Yes, yeah.
I didn't realize that until I got older.
No, I don't think I did either.
It was like heroin or something.
I have no idea what it was. Maybe it was like cocaine.
Or maybe I love the cocaine.
You love cocaine ladies.
Yeah, I do. They don't have cocaine in them, don't worry.
No cocaine in those. But Frasier, I didn't watch then. Yeah. Actually, at the time, like my dad would watch Frasier.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh,
yeah,
Frasier.
Yeah, right.
But when it was, again, in reruns, it used to come on
That's
after
like
something
that
else.
means in syndication, right? Syndication means reruns, right?
I don't know. I just call them reruns.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what syndication means. Well,
it's like
a syndicated show is a show that is like purchased,
right?
For like
Blue Bloods right now is in syndication on TNT or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I call that reruns.
Okay.
Like
I just want to
Maury
make sure I'm saying the correct thing.
I don't know what syndication means. Other than I think Maury Povich isn't on. It's not on like CBS at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like it could be on like whatever your station is.
Because they're reruns.
I think they still. Well, I don't know. That's a bad example. I don't know if they're still making Maury Povich show.
Okay.
But or like Jerry Springer when it was on.
Yeah.
P.S. I miss Jerry Springer.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, I don't really know what it means.
Okay.
I just thought reruns.
Yeah.
We should look it up.
Hold on. Let me look.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
I think it means reruns. Same thing.
It's probably the same thing.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Broadcasting syndication is the license to broadcast television programs and radio programs by multiple television stations and radio stations without going through a broadcast network. It is common in the United States where broadcast programming is scheduled by television networks with local independent affiliates. Okay. Syndicated means a television program being shown on a different television network than the one that was first showed the program.
Okay.
A syndicated program can also be a program that was not made for a television network. These types of programs are made and then sold to many different television stations to be shown.
So it means two things.
So it means reruns and it also means Maury Povich and Jerry Springer
that are sold.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
So we were both right.
Anyway, Frasier, it used to come on after something else that I would watch. That's how I watch a lot of shows.
Same. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people, and anyway, it would come on after, like, if I watched Like, oh, I watch Friends reruns every day at 5 and 5:30.
Yep.
And then Frasier comes on after. I just leave the TV on.
Right.
And then I'd get to watching Frasier.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I actually really like Frasier.
Yeah.
Frasier's funny.
Eh.
Miles is funny.
Eh.
So then I would get to watching it. Okay, I have to stop for a second. There's something on your mic, and I don't know what it is, but I
What
keep looking
is
at it.
it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a piece of Oreo.
I figured it was my food or book. But I was like, it needs to go.
Okay. Yay!
They talked about Frasier, and then they talked about like must-see TV
Right.
on Thursdays.
Yes.
Which I started watching when Friends was moved to Thursdays.
Okay.
And it was like,
What else was
Friends,
on?
Will and Grace.
Yeah. Okay.
ER always came on at the end, like 10
Yep.
o'clock. And then like they had different shows. But I just watched Friends,
Yep.
really. And then ER later.
And then they talked about TGIF on ABC.
Right. Actually, this is exactly what I wrote in my little note here. I said, must see TV on Thursdays. I watched in the mid to late 90s, but TGIF had my heart in the early 90s.
And we did a podcast episode about TGIF.
We totally did.
With Jody from Reality TV podcast.
Reality TV.
The Reality TV podcast.
Yep.
You can listen to that on her podcast, right? Because, wait, was it on ours or was it on hers?
I think it was on, I don't know. I think it was on ours.
Okay.
Maybe it was on hers.
I think it was on hers.
I don't know. Didn't we talk about Real World on hers? Or did we talk about Real World on ours?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me check.
It was a long time ago, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Because we're talking like, we did that early. She was one of our first like podcast friends.
Okay. It was ours. 90s TGF on ABC and Jody from Reality TV podcast. It's step 37.
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
So, yeah, go back and listen to that if you'd like. But we clearly love TGIF.
And we were on hers, and we were episode 26 for her, and that was the RIP reality shows in NKOTV with Nikki and Brooke from My So-Called Whatever. So if you want to go listen
check
to
them
the
out.
episodes. We talk about all kinds of reality TV. That was a good episode.
That was fun to
We should do another
record.
one with her.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they talked about Everybody Loves Raymond. Or is it Everyone Loves Raymond? Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay. Can we talk about Everyone Loves Raymond? Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yes.
My grandparents love that show.
Really?
Yes. And I wanted to look it up to see when it started, because I'm pretty sure it was something that Gramp watched and he really liked it when it first came out.
I feel like it was like 96.
So that would make sense because he passed away 97.
Yeah.
Nan would watch it all the time. She loved that Raymond. She loved that. She loved the brother. She would say, I love that brother. I love Raymond's brother.
So, yes, my mom watched the show and she really liked him. Are you looking it up?
Yep.
I was just going to do that. So, yeah, 96.
Yep. So, yeah, they both liked it. It was something they would watch together.
Yep.
And wasn't for very long, but because he passed away in July of 97.
They watched the first season.
But they watched the first season. Yeah.
I love Ray Romano.
He's
I think
funny.
he's funny.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but like, I think he's handsome.
Me too. And I loved the woman that played his wife because she was on...
Patricia Heaton?
Yes, because she was on The Middle. And I really want to watch the first season of The Middle.
You haven't seen the first season of The Middle?
No.
They must have it.
Yeah, but you have to pay for it.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe because it's in syndication? I don't know, because Blue Bloods is on Netflix.
You checked abc.com?
I did not.
Check that. I bet it's there for free. Just like My So-Called Life.
Sorry, there are no matching results.
I bet it'll be on that new Disney Plus. I bet all the ABC shows will be on there.
So, The Middle, I can...
Watch now on the Freeform app.
So I can see it on IMDb TV, Freeform, and then I can rent it on Amazon Prime, Google Play, yada, yada, yada. What's IMDb TV?
So, we have that.
You do?
Yeah, it's free. There's commercials in weird places, but it's free. And I don't know. It's just like on our Amazon Fire Stick.
Really?
Yeah. And they have like random like good movies and stuff.
So yeah, Everybody Loves Raymond. Nan really liked it.
Aww.
They start talking about how cable is like taking over.
Right. They had like all the scandalous news stories, clips.
Right.
Like the whole Menendez brothers.
Right. Dan Rather came on. He was talking.
He was talking about that.
He's a fine young. He's a fine.
Not young.
He's a gentleman.
He is a nice older gentleman.
Yes, he is.
And
I wrote here, Amy Fisher.
Yes.
Talks, the Menendez brothers, Lorena Bobbitt, and then they start talking about O.J. Simpson.
Right.
And like,
that was like,
we lived through all of this.
So do you remember The Shift? I remember, like, I clearly can look back and remember. It's almost like a line, like in sand, where all of a sudden there were these huge news stories that were like sensationalized.
Very much so.
And it was like 7th grade.
But I never realized like that's when these companies were taken over by
I didn't either.
GE and all that. So
Right.
like now it's like we want to make money.
Yeah.
So we're
How are
gonna
we gonna get ratings? And here we are.
And this is how this whole thing, did you watch the whole conspiracy thing? Which I'm not saying I believe it or whatever, but with Shane
Dawson?
No.
Uh-oh.
Well, Shane Dawson's pretty cool. But
I think of conspiracy
it was the
theories
case.
when I think of him.
They did a whole thing on him. I mean, I still think he's guilty. But Lacey
Peterson?
Yeah.
And Scott Peterson?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
And how
that.
they sensationalized the case and like were making stuff up and like didn't even have the information. And I mean, I still think he did it, but
Right.
that's my personal opinion. And
Yeah. No, I didn't see that. But, somebody told me that they did watch it, and it was really interesting.
yeah. I had to stop watching it because it's just disturbing. And like, I listen to a lot of disturbing things. So I listen to a lot of true crime, but it was just like,
No, it is disturbing.
it was like in the middle of the winter and I just couldn't, like, it's not something I can watch during that period of time.
Yep.
So I just
No,
had to like pass.
I know exactly what you're talking about because
Yeah.
that story was really disturbing.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, like I listen to a lot of different like podcasts and stuff with like disturbing stuff.
But this just was.
There was something about that though, and
just when they found her.
no.
Yeah.
No. I've like blocked it out of my memory.
And I have the same feeling about John Benet Ramsey too.
Yeah.
I get the same feelings about that.
Yep.
Like when there's like I'm not as intrigued as other people are with the case because it just bothered me so much.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where we saw the shift too, because all of a sudden they were showing news clips of John Benet Ramsey like as a pageant queen and all the makeup and whatever. That's what pageant queens do.
Exactly.
Like that's what they do on the pageant circuit. Not that I know because I wasn't a pageant kid.
No, but that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they do. And like some people are into that and some people aren't into that.
Right.
And like you do you.
Don't judge till you jump in and.
Right. I mean, it's whatever. You do you.
Right. Right.
But I remember like all of a sudden like there being like these huge news stories that were like that's all you heard about.
Where we were only getting it via hard copy before.
Exactly.
And like now all of a sudden the news
I loved, by
me
the way.
Me too. But the news is now hard copy.
Right.
The news every day is hard copy.
A current affair.
A current affair. Yeah.
I loved those shows.
Yeah, I did too.
They were like tabloid TV.
Right. Exactly. They're like Us Weekly on TV.
Yes.
Like that's why I love TMZ. I used to watch that show all the time.
And it was just interesting.
But it's crazy that I can name in the O.J. Simpson case, like I can name the head people. And you know me, my memory doesn't serve me well.
Right.
Like Marcia Clark, Johnny Cochran.
Right. But it's just
Judge Ito. Like, how do I know all these things? Because it was like, that's all that was on for a few years. Like,
that was on a lot. And you know who was there watching every second of it? My mother. All day long. When we were at school, guess what my mom was doing?
She was watching it.
She was watching it. I feel like she'd even record it.
Hey.
Like when she'd go out.
But weren't you watching it too?
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, when I was home, I'd watch it.
My mom would give me a recap of what happened.
Oh, hey.
And I would watch it.
I'll never forget. You know what I'm going to say?
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I'll never forget when they wheeled the TVs in the classroom for the verdict.
Yep.
And people cheering when he was not guilty.
Yep.
It made me sick to my stomach. And it's like I felt like I couldn't voice my opinion.
No, you couldn't.
Because I felt like it was like the popular, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you just couldn't.
I felt like I couldn't say, hello, did you forget? Like, his wife was like brutally murdered.
Right.
And I didn't even realize how brutally murdered she was.
Oh, I didn't either.
Until now.
After.
Good God.
But like, we had testing.
Oh, we did?
Yes. It was during like MEA testing.
Oh.
And they wheeled in the TV.
Yep.
I feel like you were in the same room with me. Because it would make sense because of our last names.
Yes.
And like we had finished our testing.
Okay.
Because I remember after you finished, you could go to like one room and do, it was like quiet.
Yeah.
And there was like another room. I don't know. But I remember them wheeling it in and us watching the verdict.
Yep.
And I don't remember my feeling. Honestly, I don't think I had much of a feeling, which sounds weird and like kind of ignorant. But I was a kid.
Yeah. It just, to me, the evidence, because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a police officer. So I was paying particular attention to the evidence that was presented and what, like, I was getting it from all the different, and to me, as an outsider, it just looked like an open shut case. Like, he did it to me, to an outsider,
right?
You know, but
my mom had an opinion.
Yeah.
And my opinion kind of followed her because that was my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But
was hers the same opinion?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I just, like, I never would have voiced anything.
No.
About that.
No.
About anything else.
No.
I wouldn't have stood up to anybody because I was too scared.
Right. No, and I wouldn't. And like, I kind of wish I would have. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of wish I was like, are you guys looking at the same stuff I'm looking at? Like, I'm just wondering.
You see this? You see this shit?
Yeah. And like I really understood what was going on. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I did.
I didn't at all. There was like a divide.
Right. Very interested other people around the country to find out what your opinion was. Like, were you into it? Did you not care? It was hard because it was stuffed in our face every single day. So it's like, I felt like we had to pay attention to it because it was like there. And like our teachers were talking about it.
I feel like there was, and maybe like I dreamt this or something, but why do I feel like there was some sort of like announcement with a loudspeaker at school?
Brooke, I think that there was. I feel like there was. And
I've always remembered that and thought of that.
I think that there was an announcement.
But
that's how crazy this is. That's how like in our lives this whole thing was.
Yeah.
And like to hear people cheering, I'm like, you don't even know this guy. Like, you know him as a football player. Like, that's all you know.
Right.
It just really bothered me because there were still these two people that were killed.
That were dead.
And who's the killer? And that's when I was like, this is what I want to do. Even though I'm not doing it now. But that's when I was like, this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Like, I'm going to solve these crimes. And, well, look at me now.
Look at me now.
I'm a web developer. And the only crimes I solve are CSS and HTML crimes.
So, anyway, they talk about that. And then there was like a whole other thing with news.
Yeah, a lot of stuff
but I like kind of tuned out a little bit because I don't know.
There's just so much. Boring. There was so much news all of a sudden. Because like it used to be just CNN. CNN was 24 hours news.
Right.
And you could go there. And if you were wondering what was going on in the world, I used to watch it all the time. I would literally just play in the background. Like when I was getting ready for school in the morning, I would watch CNN.
I did not do that. I would watch MTV. Like my parents would watch CNN. If there was like something going on.
And my mom would be like, now we need to switch it to channel 2 which would be NBC. Because we're gonna watch the Today Show.
Oh.
With Brian Gumbel and
Jane Pauley.
Yeah.
They had like Fox News and
yeah. I
do remember them having C-SPAN.
Yes.
When we were younger.
I was like, what is this? Cause I always liked a good like live feed.
They had
Do you
the
know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it was good.
But do you know what I'm saying?
I know
I
exactly
always
what
liked a
you're
good
saying.
live feed because sometimes
Like that's happening now.
yeah, that wasn't like back then. If you think about it, stuff didn't happen that way.
No,
Like,
it didn't.
There was no live streaming.
Like there's a man standing at that podium right now talking to 3 other people
and
in
I
the,
just
in
thought,
the audience.
right. And I was like, this is so cool. This is happening. Like, I feel like I'm in on current events.
Right. But
Like-
then they'd be talking about like statutes.
Right. It's kind of like, and this is kind of off topic, but I always like a good, like, local programming, like local,
Yes.
like
Yes.
city council meeting or,
Yes.
you know, like a Wayne's World, like,
Yeah. No, I know exactly what
you know
you're
what I'm
saying.
talking about?
Absolutely.
I always loved it when I would catch something. I'd be like, oh, like Dick Stacy's Jamboree.
Exactly.
Like, so cool.
Isn't that okay?
We
correct
talked
me if
about
I'm
this
wrong.
on our episode already.
Yes, we did. What was the Red Green show?
The Red Green Show.
Was that a main thing? It was on PBS.
The Red Green Show. I feel like that was like
Ugh,
Nation. The Red Green Show.
Canadian.
Yeah, that was like, I think that was like everywhere. It's the Canadian version of Home Improvement.
I remember the Red Green show on, I think it was on PBS.
Hey.
I didn't watch it really, but it seemed pretty low budget.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
But I always loved a good live stream back then. Like something that was live.
Yeah.
Show
like
it to me live.
Like a telethon.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved telethon.
Like when they were showing O.J. Simpson live, I was like, this is happening right now.
Right.
This is the United States
crazy.
of America.
This is crazy. You just sounded a little drunk.
Oh, crap.
But they talked about the news.
Yep. Unsubstantiated information presented by hype. That's what they said.
Oh, that's what they said?
Yeah.
So then they go
Mm-hmm.
into
Mm-hmm. Nick.
Nickelodeon NickToons.
Yes.
And
Ren and Stimpy was on Nickelodeon.
absolutely.
I didn't remember. I always thought it was on MTV.
So I remember.
But they played it on MTV occasionally.
Probably. Because
Okay.
they were. Nickelodeon, at least at the time, was owned by MTV Networks.
Oh.
But I remember. This is weird that I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
The day that Nicktoons premiered. Because Nicktoons was like new. It was like 91.
Right.
And Doug,
Yes.
Rugrats,
Yep.
and Ren and Stimpy premiered on the same day.
Yep.
In that order.
I remember. No, you're saying it right now, but I remember. It was a very exciting day.
It was, and I watched it from my grandmother's house.
Oh, hey.
And I remember sitting on her floor, and I remember watching it thinking, I'm too old to do that.
Yes. No, Brooke.
But I was into it.
We were 11. We weren't really too old for
No,
it.
we were not too
No.
old for it. But I remember feeling like kind of embarrassed.
Yeah. Like
especially,
I was excited about it.
Rugrats.
Like I was really yeah, Rugrats was like
But no,
yeah.
I was into it.
Yeah.
I was totally there.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was there for Doug and Patty Mayonnaise.
Yep.
And I loved it. I loved Ren and Stimpy. I
Me-
thought Ren and Stimpy was gross.
I loved it so much though. I loved it
But it
so
made me laugh.
much.
And they didn't make me laugh. But like Powdered Toast Man
Yes.
made me laugh.
Yes.
And Log made
Yes.
me laugh.
We used to always talk about Log. Do you remember?
Yep.
What
Log.
sits on a
Log.
log and
It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
It's log. It's log.
It's better than bad.
It's good.
Everyone
Everyone
wants
wants
a log. You're come in and get your log. You're gonna love it, log.
Log it, log. Log.
Um,
Also, it talked about Liquid Television.
so
And Liquid Television will always forever remind me of you. Because we used to watch it every time I stayed the night at your house.
I loved Liquid Television.
Yes.
I could do a whole episode on Liquid Television.
We should. Because Syphil and Ollie was on Liquid Television, right?
No.
Oh, Syphil and Ollie was a separate show.
That was its own thing, which I also love.
I just didn't like Aeon Flux or whatever.
I didn't really like Aeon Flux. But I loved Liquid Television.
What was the puppet?
Which puppet?
There was like a girl puppet. They showed it briefly on there. I was like, oh my God, I remember that.
The girl puppet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I didn't
What
notice.
were some of the things that were on Liquid Television? Beavis and Butthead?
Beavis and Butthead started on Liquid Television.
Yep.
Which I always thought Beavis and Butthead was stupid.
I always friggin' loved it.
Even on Liquid Television. The Liquid Television clip was the first one that I remember was Frog Baseball. And they were throwing frogs and hitting them with a baseball bat.
Right. See, I liked it because I love the commentary of videos.
I did like that
That's
part.
the thing that I liked.
When they watched the videos.
Yes.
That made me laugh.
Fire!
And there was, I didn't really care for Aeon Flux. I thought it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But then they had like some other like different interesting like animated clips and stuff that I just always thought was really different.
It was very artsy.
Some of them were.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were kind of scary and like dark.
I liked that.
I did and didn't. There was one in particular. Actually, I've looked for it and I haven't been able to find it. But it was like Bert and Ernie and maybe Kermit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because like it's Sesame Street and Muppets,
Mm-hmm.
but they're the same, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very dark.
Really?
I'm talking like chainsaws and blood.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it really bothered me, but at the same time, like it was really intriguing.
You're like, this is like what older people watch.
Like I had to close my eyes.
Are you serious?
Like when I was a teenager.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was maybe the puppet. What was her name? I've posted it on like our Facebook page before, and I don't think people really remembered it.
Okay. It's probably the one I'm talking about.
What was it? I will tell you because it's gonna bother me. Any other moment in time, I would remember it.
Well, while you're looking for that, I just want to say that still to this day, I quote Beavis and Butthead.
Do you really?
We just did the other day. When Brody came out with his hood up, we said, I am Cornholio. I need some TP from my bunghole.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that was like, people would say that all the time.
Yes, they would.
They would.
They would quote Beavis and Butthead.
All the time.
Constantly. We had a friend that looked like Butthead.
He was not my friend. He is not my friend.
Not now.
He never was.
Well,
he was mean to me.
For a little bit he was, and then he like got too cool. Winter Steel.
Okay.
Winter Steel. So I loved Winter Steel. And her boyfriend, Crow.
Yes.
She was on the bike.
Yes.
So, yeah, I loved Winter Steel.
It was just weird.
Dog Brain.
I don't remember that.
Dog Brain was a guy. It was like not animated. It was like a person, like a boy.
Oh.
Or no, maybe that was Dog Boy. But anyway, he was a dog, but a person. It was weird. I loved Liquid Television.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So
then they go in to talk about South Park. And let me just tell you right now, I bought it. I was like, sign me up. I love South Park. I will watch every single episode, and I will also make all the sounds to my Windows startup South Park sounds.
So I loved South Park. And were you in Mr. Guyat's class with me?
Yes.
Remember we'd watch it in his class? I
don't remember that. I remember going to Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't remember watching South Park in his class.
I remember it. I remember the first one we watched was the Christmas special.
Going down South Park on a having self time.
Friendly faces everywhere. Humble folks though.
Big appreciations.
So I recorded the South Park Christmas special.
Mr. Hanky
the Christmas Pooh. He loves me and I love you. And brought it in somehow. I don't know how we got on the topic of it, but I brought it in and we watched it. And then it became like a thing. We would watch South Park for like, there was a period of time we would watch it like every Friday. We just like turn it on and he let us watch some of it, maybe not the whole thing.
Yeah.
But he also used to tape Bloomberg in the morning and put it on. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Mr. Guyette.
I loved Mr. Guyette.
He was great.
Yeah, he was great.
Absolutely. Such a nice man.
Yes.
But South Park was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Huge. And Trey Parker and what's his name?
Matt Stone.
They're
so funny.
Them in the hot tub.
Okay.
What?
I remember that interview.
Was that an MTV interview?
I feel like it was.
Yeah.
And them just being in this hot tub. Like, you guys are weird.
But I liked it.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like, those are my people.
We needed, like, they were like a breath of fresh air.
And we needed something like this. Like, this was funny. Like,
absolutely.
And it, like, just, it was like nothing we'd ever, it was like, whoa, they are crossing boundaries never been crossed.
Right. It was like gold. So then they start talking about HBO.
Yeah.
And their evening programming.
Yes. This reminded me of you.
So, like, we had HBO and I had it in my room.
I remember watching Real Sex at your house.
You do?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes.
What did they have on it? Do you remember the episode?
I don't remember the episode. We watched it a few times.
I remember watching it. I don't remember what was on it.
And we were like, oh my gosh.
I remember there was one with like the dolls, like the real dolls.
Okay, I remember that. But that was like, I feel like that was more recent.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
when I say more recent, I mean like 2000s, like
right.
when we were a little
like
older.
Last week.
No.
But I don't really I remember watching it. I don't remember what was on them.
Yeah. Because you really like The Kids in the Hall, right?
I did watch them sometimes, but I wasn't like a huge fan.
Somebody was a huge fan. Was it Sarah?
I don't know.
Somebody was a huge fan of The Kids in the Hall.
Maybe.
And I was just like, it's okay. Like,
yeah,
I like it. I'll watch it.
I would watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I didn't like have to watch it.
No.
It was funny.
Right. It was funny.
A lot of it was over my head.
Me too.
Like,
just like Dream
I didn't
On.
really get it. I loved Dream On.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So the son that was on Dream On.
Yes.
This is the thing.
Yes. I know exactly who you're talking about. Who is he? Where'd he go?
I found him.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we like follow each other on Instagram.
Shut up.
No.
You follow each other on Instagram?
Or Twitter or something.
You mean like your personal?
Like MSCW.
What?
So I found him on Twitter. Maybe it was his birthday or something.
I think I vaguely remember this.
And he posts stuff all the time. He has a beautiful little family. And he's like not doing like acting stuff anymore. But
let me tell you. He was a nice looking fella.
Jeremy Tupper.
Hey.
That was his name on the show.
Hey.
And I
just remember him and
fan.
like he was like going to a baseball game or something, one of the episodes. He was wearing like a baseball hat. And I was like, hey.
How you doing?
Yeah. How you doing? That's my kind of guy.
He was so cute. And Chris Dimitri is his name.
Oh, that's a nice name.
It is a nice name. I think he lives in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Or somewhere warm.
Probably Clearwater.
Maybe. But I loved that show. Again, a lot of it went over my head.
Yep.
I didn't understand it, but I just, I loved the show.
And the one clip that they showed, did he have a heart attack while he was...
Something, yes.
Gosh, that's scary.
But
it was like Kevin's age.
Yeah. He wasn't old at all.
No.
He was like 40.
Scary.
Mm-hmm. But I loved Dream On.
Yeah. I never watched Oz. Did you?
Nope.
That seems very scary, but the Gary Shandling show, or no, the Larry Sanders show, or was it the Gary Shandling show?
It was the Larry Sanders show starring Gary Shandling.
But did it go, this is the Shandling show. What show was that? This is the something show. The show.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
This is the something show.
Now,
I felt like it was the Gary Shandling show, but...
Well, I feel like Gary Shandling had another show, too. Before that, on, like, Fox.
Yes, it was the Gary Shandling show.
It was, it was like something, it's Gary Shandling or something.
I used to watch that. Whatever it was, I used to watch it.
My brother used to watch it. He loved Gary Shandling.
I loved Gary Shandling.
And it was so random.
I freaking love, but I never watched the Larry, I felt like like when they were showing the Larry Sanders Show, I was like, but I love Gary Shandling. Why don't I remember any of this? So it must have been 2 different shows.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
So I have to look this up because it's going to bother me. The name of that Gary Shandling show that was on Fox. Gary Shandling Show. It's Gary Shandling's show. That was the name of it.
So they must have said, it's Gary Shandling Shows.
Maybe we'll look up the theme song. All right, I have it right here.
Okay, go ahead. Play it on the thing. His theme song. Yeah, see?
Yep. That's funny.
I love that show.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like your brother and I did bond over that.
My brother loved Gary Shandling.
I loved it. I loved him so much.
And he was like 9.
But I was like 11. And I'm like, I love Gary Shandling. He was just really funny.
He was really funny.
And my dad didn't like him.
Oh, he didn't?
No. He was like, he's not funny.
Oh, gosh.
But I loved him.
I didn't really get into him.
No. Well, we only have one more thing to talk about, and that's The Sopranos. And I didn't really watch The Sopranos.
I never watched The Sopranos.
I don't know what was going on in my life because it started in 99.
Yeah. NSYNC was going on.
I was working at the airport.
Yep.
I worked nights at the airport for 6 years.
We didn't have HBO. Like, I didn't have HBO when I had, like, my apartments and...
You had Cinemax, though. Because you used to watch that show. What was that show called?
But that came on in, like, 2000, and I didn't have it.
Queer as Folk.
Queer as Folk.
Yeah.
So, how I started watching Queer as Folk, which this is not anything to do with the show that we watched today.
No.
But I'm just going to quickly say, I believe that there was a Showtime.
It was Showtime.
Preview.
Yeah.
And they had a marathon and like the whole first season, and I watched it. I remember staying up. Darcy and I had that apartment on Spring Street, and
scary one.
Had like 2 bottles of wine.
Oh, hey.
And I stayed up all night. I'm talking like 9 p.m. until 6 a.m.
Wow.
And watched the entire first season with these bottles of wine and a pack of butts. And I was hooked.
And you and my mom bonded over that.
Yes, your mom was one of her favorite programs.
It was one of her favorite programs.
And I just loved that show so much. I still love that show.
It was a good show.
It was a great show. There were some things that I remember thinking at the time, like, well, this doesn't seem very real. Like, there were some things I feel like they did a little over the top.
Yeah.
But a lot of shows do that.
But it was Showtime.
But it was, like, at the heart of it,
mm-hmm.
It had a ton of, like, heart. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And I love Peter Page.
I don't remember.
Emmett Honeycutt. He's adorable. He's still adorable. That's all.
Okay. Well, that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Because
we got through it.
Yeah, we got through. This is, that was the first one. And,
check it out on Netflix.
Yeah.
We'll probably do the next one sometime.
Yeah.
Soonish.
Right.
And we'll
talk more about the 90s.
We love the 90s.
Yeah.
I mourn the 90s.
I'm really excited. About our game that we just got.
Oh,
it's not
me
really
too.
A game, but it's like
conversation things.
Right. And we're gonna use it for our podcast. It's gonna be awesome.
Right. They don't make them anymore, but you got it on eBay.
Yeah, I got it on eBay. They had the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. So they didn't have the 90s, which I was like,
oh yeah. But we'll do the 80s and that'll be fun.
Right.
Some things we won't be able to talk about because we were like children.
True.
But other things we can look at it from our child's perspective.
That's the truth. And we can look at it from our parents' perspective, maybe.
Maybe now that we're parents.
Right. But that's it.
So thanks, guys.
That's all.
Send us your stories. mysocalledwhatever @gmail.com.
Yeah, send us your so here's some stories that we would like to get. First of all, you get a haunted ghost story, send it our way. Because Halloween's right around the corner and we haven't gotten any ghost stories.
We need those ghost stories.
Yes. Send them.
Scary stories.
I know you guys have them.
Or Halloween from the 80s and 90s stories.
Send us pictures of you dressed up in your favorite Halloween costumes. Yeah.
I know you had those plastic costumes.
Tell us about, like, when you went trick-or-treating and something went down. Like, you egged a house.
Or like you saw a UFO like I did.
Shut up, Brooke.
I've talked about this.
Brooke,
I've talked about this.
Don't talk about that. Nope. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that on the podcast.
It was a long time ago. It was the 90s.
Why? I don't like to talk about UFOs.
I know, but that was so long ago. They're long gone. They went back to Melmac.
Scary.
They were not little furry elves.
Oh, God.
I didn't see them. But anyway, send us your stories.
I guess you can tell that story, but I will, like, plug my ears.
I feel like I've already talked about it.
But then I have to edit it, so then I'm going to have to listen to it anyway.
I feel like I already talked about it.
Maybe.
If I talked about it, tell us.
Yeah. But send us your stories. Yeah. mysocalledwhatever at gmail.com.
Pick a pics.
And send us messages.
Please.
I think we have some text messages to read.
Cool.
Because it's been a while. Okay. So, yeah, we've got... So, the first one is... Hi, ladies. I agree. The Way is totally a roller skating song. Now that I've seen the mixtape tour, Joe Mack and Debbie Gibson have taken Lost in Your Eyes to another level and have forever changed that song for me in an amazing way. Thank you for the text message.
Thanks.
I agree. Here you go. You want to read this one?
Is it the one from Jessica?
Yeah.
The one that says, yes, it's the same Jessica.
Oh, yeah. Remember? Because I said, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do not know Vinny from Jersey Shore, but I did see him driving his mom around.
I feel like we may have read these.
I feel like that too, because I feel like I remember thinking like, oh, his mom. I love his mom because she makes him good meals.
But that's okay. We can read them again.
Yeah.
So this person says, I know you have a P.O. box. I can't find it. I'd love to send you some things. I would love for you to send us some things. I would love for you guys to send us postcards. That'd be amazing. So our P.O. box is in the Facebook group. Okay. So our P.O. box is, send it to mysocalledwhatever. It's 499 Broadway, number 271, Bangor, Maine, over 401.
Hey.
So once again, that's 499 Broadway, number 271, Bangor, Maine, over 401. Okay, do you want to read the next one?
Yep. Greetings from London.
Yay!
I hope you're having a great day, ladies. I've just finished work and I'm off to enjoy the rest of the evening. Lots of love. Anna Maria Foster.
Oh, thank you for sending us messages from London.
That's so nice.
Yes.
How's the weather there? Is it probably similar to here?
Probably. I bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it is. Brooke and Nikki, thanks for doing the podcast. I always look forward to it. Special thanks to Nikki for sharing your story of panicking and feeling anxious in big crowds. I go through the same thing. And KOTB is the only thing that makes me subject myself to huge crowds. It's scary, but glad to know we're not alone. Blockhead since 88 from Lisa in Tennessee. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa. Okay. So our last one.
Yes.
Is, currently listening to episode 116. You were talking about a lull in receiving stories. I admit I slacked, clearly only on episode 116.
Hey, that's okay.
Never fell out of love, life just happened. Now I'm back to listening at work to play catch up. Keep doing you. Love you, ladies. Denise from Missouri.
Denise!
P.S. Impatiently waiting for Cruise 11 announcement. Ready to get back on that hot damn boat. Same here.
I'm ready.
Totally.
Let's get that announcement going.
I am so ready. I feel, and Donnie like tweeted a little something.
I saw that.
It was like a little carrot. Like, here you go.
And I was like,
here you go, ladies.
I will take that carrot. Thank you, sir.
We'll all take the carrot. We will fight for that carrot.
Yeah, dangle, 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 dangle.
Dangle whatever you'd like.
Yeah, hey. And on that note,
we'll take it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.